self-esteem, help them with ways to apply this learning, so that you know what's going on. Spend time with your kids. Again, help them understand there's challenges in life, but they can be coachable, right? So that's kind of the process that we're engaging in. So there's a lot of pieces to this program, but it really does work. And we said we've been doing it now. We're going into our 12th year, and it just continues to work. And we even, when COVID hit, we realized kids needed interaction. They didn't need to be isolated. So we found ways to do it safely, and we didn't shut down our classes. We kept our classes open. And the parents thanked us, and the kids really benefited from it. And out of the blue, we got an award from the DJJ, right? So we got this Community Heartbeat Award, because when you do the right thing, every once in a while you get that little attaboy, like, hey, keep doing what you're doing, right? So that is kind of what, in a nutshell, our program is doing. So hopefully you know now that nothing's impossible if we're working together as a team, right? So the teamwork, we take success as a factor to identify the success and match up the kids' energy. What do you get when you combine success and energy? You got a vision, you got a dream. You get synergy, right? All working together to create a great outcome for our kids. So we just got to roll up our sleeves and work together, and I hope we've given you some tools to apply that in your environment with the kids. So again, I promised Q&A time. How we doing?
Actually doing really well on time.
Oh, good.
So
usually I'm way over. Does anyone have any questions about the program or mentoring, our CQ tool? Again, if you email us, we'll send you some of the slides, tell us what you're interested in, and we'll get those to you. But any particular questions? Any challenges you've had with your kids? Which ones? Anything in here that you'd like just a little further quick explanation on? Okay, how are we doing on time?
Actually, we're doing really well. You're saying 4:45, we can finish.
Yeah. What time is it?
4:20. Right.
4:20. All right.
You have more material.
Okay. So let me just, can I show you a little bit more? Okay, so this is where the kids are. So again, we take pictures of our kids, getting them to feel like they belong to this leadership team. Those were kids that were a grade level behind. We helped them get caught up to grade level. We had kids that created GPS rap, getting them into enjoying kind of what they're learning. The kids just have fun in our program when they discover their talents. And even the little kids, they feel like they're ready to be an adult because they feel so equipped and ready to go. Some of them pick out the ties for prizes and stuff. Our high school students enjoy it as well. It's fun learning. And again, our summer camp, this was an all-girls summer camp, helping them. So we do the whole program in 5 days. It's amazing, the transformation in 5 days, what you do when you immerse the kids in the truth. And then we have special kids like Zoya. Zoya was a foster kid. She had a really tough life. She had been Baker acted. She was cutting herself. She came to our character to be a summer camp. We often don't know kind of the whole history behind these kids, right? But she was really struggling. She had relatives that were going to go ahead and take her in as foster, right? But she had trouble trusting them, right? Feeling loved by anyone. So she quickly then was moved to adoption, but she still wasn't engaging really with the family. So she came to our camp, and guess what? In our camp, in those 5 days, she found hope. So here's Zoya. She came to graduation and actually wrote out a speech. We said, hey, leadership training, so we'd love to have you. So here she is taking leadership.
Hi, first of all. This is my first teaching camp. My first thought was, we're going to school at camp to sit down, here's some talk about boring. You know what? This camp has changed my life for the rest of my days. I have learned skills that I want to talk about family and going to high school. To be completely honest with you, I was a 7 years away from just giving up. Everything was just disappearing or falling, crumbling into its Krista, Miss Karen, I hope I got that right, Karen, sorry. You're really bad at doing names. Miss, I think Brittany, okay. And all people that showed up to GPS camp and be my friend. Thank you, and I wish you all a good summer.
Wow. So again, that was just in 5 days. So she came to camp and she was just closed up as tight as a clam. But you know, we started working with her on it and exposing her to it. The next day she was a little more open. The third day she was starting to smile, starting to kind of more interact and everything. The fourth day she was getting really excited. And the fifth day, which led to our graduation, you can see she just felt totally empowered, right? Just a transformation. It's amazing what the Holy Spirit can do with these kids in just 5 days, right? So this is our program. She then came back and she became mentors for other foster kids to help them through that very challenging process. There was the head of Chris, the head of Eckerd at that time, right? We also have a lot of our donors participating, volunteering with us, the guilds. Of course, we're at churches, so with our Sunday school groups and youth groups and so on, all participating. We get our pastors' support, a lot of the churches that we work with. But wherever we go, the kids have fun. They want to know what it takes to be successful in life, to feel that their lives are empowered, and that this is a summer camp, but they can take control of their lives. So in that summer camp, one of those students there gave his life to the Lord. So it's just amazing what can happen in just 5 days. And you all get a Character GPS t-shirt, right, not available in any store, right? All these are signs that they're in a special class. They're leaders, right? They're equipped and ready to make a positive impact in this world. And so as we teach in our classes, again, the kids are all realizing that God knew who they were before they were born, right? He created them with talents and purpose. So whatever it is, these kids, we've been doing summer camps now for 8th graders, preparing for high school, because it's a big jump, right? And one of our students, though, was a neighbor, didn't realize he was a big kid, he was only in 6th grade, but he wanted to be in the summer camp with the 8th graders, right, preparing for high school. He came right in, he just ate it all up, didn't want camp to end, and now, this year, he's in our class again at that school, so now he's a mentor. So he's helping all of his classmates, then learning these tools that he's so excited about. And of course, when they learned they were priceless and how you can encourage them, at the end of class he's going, "You're priceless, you're priceless, you're priceless." He's a great kid. Landry's just a great kid. So some of the things we do, though, we work on a lot of different skill building to build their confidence. So let me give you a quick puzzle on your way out the door here. Here are boxes A to B, B to B, C to C. You got to connect with 3 solid lines. Each of the boxes, A to A, B to B, C to C. The lines can't cross. Solid lines. So looking at that, how would you solve this puzzle, right? Some of the kids, they could give up, right? But they learn to persevere. They learn how to problem solve, right? So what's the answer? Well, learning by doing. So what do? We connect A to A. Now, I didn't say straight line, I said solid line, right? So they have to be a little creative. But once you can do A to A, you can do B to B, right? And now, do you see the path for C to C? There it is, right? And so when the kids start to learn that things looking impossible, they can actually figure them out. We give them more puzzles, they keep building, and they start to believe, I can solve any puzzle in life, right? I can solve the problems. I have the skills and ability, perseverance, the can-do attitude, right? To learn by doing. So much in life, they're not going to have it all figured out. And of course, they learn the methods for learning. It's a 3-step process. We make it really easy for them, like catching a football, right? So can I get my friend here real quick, all right? Stand up here. I'm going to throw the football. 3 steps to learning. All right. Are you ready? All right, so here we go. Okay, now what does he do first? Before he catches the ball, what does he do? He prepares. The kids, we got to get them focused, right? They're learning. They got to get focused, right? Get their eyes engaged, their hands are ready to focus and put out all the distractions. Then when I throw it to him, he's going to catch it, right? But in football, if he catches out here, what can the defender do? Can knock it out, right? So you got to tuck it in. You got to store it, right? Then the 3rd step is you can then use what you have learned, right? You can run for the touchdown. All right, are you ready, Tim? Here we go. He's going to catch it. He's going to tuck it in. He's going to run for a touchdown. Let him go. Yeah. The kids love it. But these are the methods we use because they're memorable. They're fun, right? So they can now learn these skills for life. So these are the kind of things that we do in GPS. And of course, we have heroes. And so we tell the story of this girl who learned how to play the piano when she was 4 years old in her dad's music store in Buffalo, New York, right? She practiced, really worked hard on her talent, developed it. At age 13, she was teaching adults in the piano studio, right? in the piano store. Then she became a concert pianist, right? So developing her skills, and listen to how good she is. I tell kids my fingers don't even move that fast, right? And where's the music? Is she reading the music? No, she's memorized it, right? She's put the effort in, and now she has it for life. So who is this famous piano player? Amazing piano player? It's my wife, Miss Debbie, right? So the kids are all amazed. Wow, that could be me. Anyone can learn a talent, work hard at it, and develop the skill for life, right? So we just tell the kids that you can do it. We become kind of like their adopted parents. You know, we're going to coach you and encourage you because we know that you're priceless. We believe in you. Kids need to know someone believes in them, right? And so we go through our 7 toolkits, climbing up to teamwork. We also do an exercise where we crumple up a $1 bill, or I use like a $50 or $100 because it gets kids' attention, right? I crumple it all up, and you know, oh, they said, don't do that, right? But I uncrumple it, and I say, how much is it worth? It's replaceable for the same amount. And then I stomp on it, right? I say, don't do this home, I'm a trained professional, right? But I stomp on it, and it's all beat up. It's all stepped on, right? How much is it worth? It still has its value because it's guaranteed by its maker to its value, right? And then we say, how much is the moon worth, right? You say, you're not real estate experts, but approximately, they go, $1 million, and no, $1 billion, $1 trillion, and they keep thinking of higher values, right? How much is the moon worth? Well, guess what? It's unique and can't be replaced. We only have one moon, right? So if someone blows it up, there's no more moon. So by definition, it's priceless. And then we translate it to themselves. How much are you worth, right? Some trying to count up their body parts or something, you know, but no, you're unique, you can't be replaced. So by definition, you are priceless, right? And if you're priceless, how do you treat something that's priceless? You take care of it. Take care of yourself, right? And guess what? If you're priceless, what is everyone else worth? They're priceless too. We take care of each other. How about the bully? How much are they worth? They're priceless, they just don't know it, right? So again, we help them, the kids, learn these principles for success. So here it is. They learn, I'm an original. I am special, right? And the whole point is to realize that they are priceless. This is the boost to that self-esteem, right? And the affective domain, when they realize their value, they can start operating from it. They can heal from the trauma and move forward, right? With cognitive, affective, and behavioral progress and development integrated together because they are special to God. We do a Myers-Briggs so they learn their natural talents. We do career coaching to help them match up the things they could do that they would be successful at, right? So here they are. They're all priceless.
I have a dream.
We got dreams, right? We inspire them. That your dream can inspire millions of other people, right? So with our program, again, our role models, we build in all these different tools to help them realize that they are indeed priceless. And even when the kids don't know our Christian tools or principles, they still know that 2 are better than 1. It makes sense to them, right? Golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated. It makes sense to them, right? And when they apply these, then they are successful in whatever they do, right? So this is the last thing, they learn how to do action planning. They make a commitment. So I'll just end with the story here. We had a boy named Stephen, and in 6th grade, and we're trying to get them to own up, don't tell lies. So he said, yeah, I lied to my dad, I didn't want to get off the computer, I didn't do my chores. Of course, Dad probably knew that, right? But he lied to him anyway, so I said, well, you can apologize to him. He'll want to know that you want him to be trusted, right? And so he said, oh, I couldn't tell him he'd be mad at me, right? I said, well, can you write it down? I said, yeah. So he wrote this beautiful note, we still have it. It said, Dear Dad, I'm sorry for not doing my chores. I promise to do my chores before I get on the computer. And thanks for putting a roof over our head and food on our table. And when his dad read that letter, he knew something was amazing going on with his kid. He didn't think that way before, right? So this is the transformation. When kids take ownership, they create a plan and they can change the relationships in their lives and change the lives. Proud of the leader they're becoming. You can't change other people. You start by changing yourself. It's your choice, right? So the kids are empowered at the end of every class. They take an oath as a leadership team together to say they're going to commit to implementing this in their lives. And of course, they're going to have a great week, right? Because they know how to change their lives. So here's all the different kinds of tools that we provide in our program. Thank you so much for coming here, and we're all on this team together. You've got my business card, so again, you can reach out to us. But again, thank you for all you're doing. We're on this team together, and hopefully we can help get our kids on track so that they can have a great future, and we'll have a great future with all of these kids as leaders. Thanks so much for coming, and if you have any other questions, we'll stay here to answer those. Do we have like evaluation forms or anything for people to fill out? No? Okay.
You did a great job.
Oh, well, thank you so much, guys. My wife and I do this together. It's good. Let's do a team. Thanks for coming. Good luck. Keep them strong.